Progress in life comes from action. Without action, there is no change, and without change, there is no growth. A lot of us like to avoid pain. We like to stay comfortable. We like to stay in our little bubbles and never go out there and try and push ourselves and do things that are hard. And we've been taught this since we were young. Avoid the uncomfortable things, avoid the things that hurt, and just do things that are comfortable and enjoyable. Everyone is in a cycle of doing the same comfortable actions. They wake up, they go to work, they make a coffee or something, and they go through the same routine. Go to work, drive home, watch TV, go to bed, maybe hit the gym, and that's it. We go through the same routine over and over, and therefore we make no progress in our life. In order to make progress, in order for your life to get better, you have to be pushing yourself. Even if you've already been going to the gym, that was originally pushing yourself. Yes, for all of us, especially me, when I first got into the gym, I was really nervous, and it was just something that was such a big thing for me. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look so new, and like, I was so anxious to go. So originally, yeah, on the first time I went to the gym, the second time, the third time, maybe the fourth, maybe the fifth, but eventually you get used to it. Just going to the gym doesn't really push you in any way. It doesn't make you a little bit nervous. It doesn't make you feel, yeah, you feel pain, and obviously just going to the gym is gonna make you grow because you're going to the gym, you're working hard, but mentally, it's not something that requires much discipline anymore. So even with something like going to the gym, the way you make growth in the gym mentally and like growth on yourself, on your personality, as you as a person, is by always pushing yourself in little ways. So if you already go to the gym, where do you work out at? Do you work out in the dark corner on the side of the gym like I used to? Or do you work out in the most popular section where you know people are going to be talking to you, you know people are going to be looking at you, and you know people are going to probably be judging your form, which no one really does. But like, in your mind, there's going to be people who are looking at you. Which side do you work out on? So now you've gone to the gym, that isn't really a thing that pushes you anymore because you just like going to the gym. For most of us, it just becomes something where it's like, it's an amazing thing. You just get to spend an hour or two working on yourself, hitting the gym, making friends. It's just a great time. Like, the gym is amazing. You get to a point where you just love it. But you got to push yourself in these little ways to develop yourself. Otherwise, you won't make any growth in your life. So if you work out in the corner, work out in the most popular area. If you normally, when you see someone on the machine that you want to use, just wait, go up to them and ask, hey, how many sets do you have left? Maybe start a conversation with someone. Maybe go talk to someone and see if they can help you with your form. Push yourself in these little ways and you'll have growth. Just staying the same, just doing the same routine isn't going to make you grow in any way. You make growth from taking action and through going through pain. Your life should be as uncomfortable as possible. Get rid of that belief system that you should be comfortable and that you should enjoy your life. Yeah, you should enjoy your life, but you're not going to enjoy it if you're doing things that are pleasurable and comfortable. Anyone who's successful had to go through a ton of pain to get where they are. They had to worry about talking to this business person, going out on a meeting with these people, trying to start a business when everyone said that they can't do it. These people had to deal with all of these things, and that's why they become so successful, because they still push through those times. They still went to that meeting even though they were really nervous because it was with a big client and they were like, oh my God, all right, I really got to make sure I don't mess this up. You've been taught to just avoid those things. Oh wow, that sounds like pretty scary. You're going to be going with a big client and like, what if you mess it up? And then they give your brand a bad reputation, and like, just avoid it and just stick to the smaller clients. Like, these are the belief systems you have to get rid of. You need to take action. The first time you went to the gym, that was action. That was amazing. But now you got to make progress off this. Now let's take more action. Let's go and make more friends. Let's start that martial arts class, because now that's going to make you nervous because you're new at that. So that's pretty hard, and you're going to have to humble yourself a little bit. Taking action in these things make you humble. Everyone thinks they're so good, but they're just good at a few things, which makes their ego all big because they think they're the king of the world because they are good at one or two things. Maybe they're good at soccer. Maybe they're good at basketball. And that makes them think, oh, they're so amazing, so they walk around all high and mighty. You want to know the easiest way to get humbled? Go somewhere new. Start a martial arts class when you've never done martial arts before. Or if you've done martial arts, do a basketball game or something. Get humbled. It makes you a better person, and it also allows you to gain more skills. A lot of people who are good at things, a lot of people who are already good at soccer, who are already good at basketball, purposefully avoid doing other things because they know they're going to be bad at it, and it would hurt their ego because they've gotten to this point where they think they're the best person in the world because they're just good at one thing. So diversify, do more than one thing, constantly get humbled, be willing to learn from someone who's worse than you. Seriously, be willing to learn from someone who's worse at something than you. This is a bit off topic, but it's an important point to this, that if you want to grow, you have to be willing to just learn from anyone, take advice. Overall, my point with this video is to just make your life as uncomfortable as possible. That's all I've been trying to tell you this whole video, is just make your life as uncomfortable as possible. If you think something is going to put you in an uncomfortable situation, go and be in that uncomfortable situation. Don't take the easy route. Don't take the easy, comfortable path that everyone else in life takes. Be uncomfortable. Go out there and try and push yourself in every little thing that you do past the point where you want to stop. Because your mind's going to want you to stop before. When you're in the gym, push yourself on those reps where you want to stop. You know, a little thing that I do, and you might want to do this too, is like, if I tell myself I'm just going to do 10 reps or something, which I don't normally do because I don't really like to count them. I just go till I fail. But then I'll like try and count them after or something. I do it in a pretty shit way, but I'll just be hitting my set. And once I get to, say I want to do 10, once I get to 8 or 9, I'll just go 8, 8, 8, 9, 9. And I'll just tell myself, and you wouldn't believe it. Your mind will be like, oh shit, all right. And it just keeps going. It's almost like something clicks. If I were to say 10, I would be like, I would get complacent. I would have given up. I would have been like, okay, I hit my 10. But now I'm like, shit, okay, well, I'm on 8. Now I'm on 8 again. Now I'm on 8 again. And this little psychological shift makes you hit more reps. No joke. Try this out. Literally try this out the next time you're in the gym. Just go there. And this is such a side rabbit, but like, just go there and be like 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, and just keep doing this, and you won't even realize because you'll still feel like you've hit 10, and you'll be able to push yourself a lot harder. That's just a little tip to try that. But put yourself through pain, put yourself through discomfort, and you'll become a better person. This is like what David Goggins, this is pretty much his whole thing. It's like, your life shouldn't be all comfortable and easy and nice. It should be painful, and that's how you live a good life. A good life is a life in discomfort. A good life is a life where you're constantly challenging yourself. A good life isn't sitting and doing nothing and sleeping in and just being lazy. Even just thinking about these things, that's not a good life. Like, no one wants to live like that. People think they do because it feels comfortable now, but then later on, when their business isn't doing good, when their physique looks like shit, when they can't attract hotter girls that they want to be able to attract, that's when they feel the pain. But if you take the pain now, if you pay off that pain by doing it now instead of waiting for it later, it's way less. It's like a loan. When you get a loan, you get money now. Say you get $20,000. You get $20,000 now, but you get that at 5% interest, meaning that every single year, every single month, I don't really know how this stuff works, there's going to be 5% interest and 5% interest, which is going to make that sum that you have to pay back eventually bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until the point where you can eventually pay it off, and it's gotten to 50 or 60 or 80 grand that you now have to pay off because you wanted to take the 20 grand now to buy a new car or something. It's the same with your life. If you take the easy stuff now, if you take the fun stuff now, like junk food, that gets interest. That compounds. That gets worse and worse and worse. It makes your life worse. And eventually, when it comes time to pay off the debt for that, because there is a debt for everything you do, there's always a price. You've just gained all this interest, and now it's a huge amount of pain that you have to pay back. Now it's a huge amount of regret that you have to pay back. Now it's not having the physique you want. It's not looking good. It's having terrible health. It's having to lose a foot because you have diabetes. That's the price. But if you work hard to make that 20 grand initially, there's no debt on it. You made it. You worked. It was a lot harder than just taking it now, getting the loan for it now, but there's no interest. That's pure cash. That's all for you. Now you get that, and that's when you can enjoy it. That's when you can enjoy having the physique you want with no regrets. So what would you rather? 80 grand, having to pay 80 grand, or having 20 grand that you've made with no interest? Obviously you'd take the latter. You would take having that with no interest, with no debt, with no worries. So if people do this with money, why don't they do it with their life? Why don't they realize that pain and comfort are debts, and you pay with one of them? You pay for comfort with pain later on. That's how it is. So pay it up now, work hard now, and you'll get the long-term benefit of having the things you want. If you're new here, my name is Adam Buanan. I make videos just like this to help young men live better lives. So if you're a young man and you want to live a better life, this channel's for you. Go down and click on the subscribe and post notification button if you are new, and join the community. And also go join the newsletter down in the description. It will also give you a free PDF and you'll get advice from me. I don't sell any courses or programs. I literally just have a newsletter so I can send you more advice. And I also have a better way of getting in contact directly with you. So go down and join that if you want to receive advice directly from me to your email. And if not, that's fine too. I have a community tab where I post little snippets of advice as well. And have a nice day. See you in the next one.